Today we're going to be discussing the use of reflective behavior management charts both in the classroom and at home. In my presentation I'm going to go over research that promotes positive behavior, social learning theory of Arthur Bandura, what exactly is the chart and why it should be reflective, as well as components of the chart and how to implement. So research tells us that to promote positive behavior, we need to provide clear behavior expectations as well as teach expected behaviors. Ensure that consistent and sound responses occur to true rule violations as well as individualized programming for chronic behavior difficulties. As we know, Arthur Bandura's social learning theory tells us that observational learning of the environment occurs around us. So we are constantly thinking about our behavior and the consequences of our behavior. A behavior management chart is a tool that's used to evaluate behavior throughout the day or sometimes through just a portion of the day. This can be reflective as to allow the child to evaluate their own behavior and have a discussion with the child regarding their behavior. So some components of the chart include the incentive, expectations to follow, activities listed in the chart, and the self-rating portion. Incentives should be discussed with the child as something that they would like to earn. This should be something that's a huge motivator for the child, so something they typically do not get to have. The requirements or expectations should be listed explicitly within this chart. This is to make sure that the process is clear and concrete, and the child will be clear on how to earn this reward. The activities listed should be evaluated by the adult as pertaining to what time period is being monitored. The self-rating portion of the chart differentiates this chart from an average chart because next to each activity there should be a space for an indicator. This is the space where the child indicates if the expectation was followed or not. Within this self-rating portion, this is the example. This is the portion of the behavior chart where the child has a discussion with the adult regarding their behavior. So it's important to use the same language that's stated in the expectations when conferencing with the child to make sure there is a connection between the expectations established and the reflection of behavior. So this is an example of the behavior chart that I have used. I'm going to show you an exact example that I've used previously. As you can see here, listed at the top is the incentive. Here are the expectations, such as following schedules, staying inside the classroom, participating, following directions, and being safe. Here are all the activities listed throughout the afternoon portion. Here's the place where each activity occurs, and here's the spot for an indicator. So the discussion I have with the student is to say, during work time, did you follow the schedule? Did you stay inside the classroom? Did you participate? Did you follow directions? Did you use safe behavior? If the child says yes, this is where they would make a smiley face. If the child says no, this is the place they would make a frown face. Typically, sometimes obviously we do have instances where a child might say, yes, I did follow the behaviors, follow the expectations, and they did not. So this is where we have a conversation regarding that. I hope this is an effective tool that you can use in your classroom or at home, and thank you for viewing my presentation.